welcome on in to the madness. We begin our search to examine the Shambler, a painting. Oh. Guys, I was just playing around with stuff.
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Because I went da 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 da. That kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones. So what we found, Art and Mysticism, Forgotten Objects by Francis Sanders, is a collection written by Francis Sanders, so the insane guy we watched die, who gouged his eyes out. In the book, he catalogs and categorizes objects from all ages and origins that are linked to occult or mystical practices. It is opened at the page of a dagger that bears a symbol that is not unknown to me.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you at the moment of his interment. You signed a discharge, allowing me to dispose of the body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences. That sucks that they won't release the body. And that's probably because maybe they don't want her to see that he gouged his eyes out. Maybe she doesn't know that. If you think about it, maybe the wife doesn't know that he gouged his eyes out.
The Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Oh, that's Francis Sanders before he, went all nuts.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close.
Friends, even?
A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Yeah, that painting is wild.
Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
I mean, I would be.
She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. Oh. Nope, that's when he gouged his eyes out. So looking upon this painting is what did it for him.
I need to see it.
Looking upon the painting is what did it for him. Oh, the Breviary of Medicine. So it covers everything from gas gangrene to trench nephritis. In addition to a precise and detailed study, the book presents some avant-garde theories. The incredible complexity of this book reserves it for medical experts. That's fair. Nice. We love spooky stuff. Nobody knows. Jumping in with the hydrate and the stretch. Thank you so much for the redemptions. Let me go ahead and hydrate on some cafefe, otherwise known as coffee. Get a nice big morning stretch in. Oh, that felt good. Okay, thanks so much. How am I, Paladin? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. How are you doing? Why won't these doors open?
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted
Edison
in a phonograph.
Gold molded record. Sanders Session 1. New key item. Bring it in there. Sorry, Miss Sanders. We are going to learn about all of your...
I made a mistake.
And there she is.
I fear
Hey, Jinx, welcome on in.
late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything.
Today is a good start
I
today.
never had
I say good start today, but I totally panicked for about an hour before I started streaming because I lost my mail key. And I say that as in, like, I just misplaced it. It's somewhere in my house, and I, for the life of me now, can't figure out where I put it. And me not knowing where I put it makes it harder for me to find it. So I had to deal with that today.
I can't take anymore.
News update, I haven't found it.
Hold him back.
Okay, so he is trying to stop something, is for what it sounds like. So this painting really jacked up Frances.
Sarah.
Oh, she's pissed about it. I mean, that's fair. You know, she brought the painting. Why is that painting shifting? Hold on. We're not going to pretend like that didn't just happen. Like, the face. Hello? Why do your paintings move? Why are your paintings so macabre? What is happening? Are you moving? Are you moving? Talk to me! Oh, it's skulls. Am I gonna put my Stoic meditations on YouTube? I should. Let me, real quick. Oh, go away. Bye. Get started. Awesome. Yep, I do have all of those clips readily available. So I should do that. That's actually a pretty good idea. Also, Doggo will find the keys. Facts. Doggo will probably 100% find the key, and then I'll have to chase him around the house to get it from him, because he's the kind of guy that'll, like, grab something and go, I probably shouldn't have this. So let me... Big sneeze. Run with it. Woo! Alrighty. That'll wake you up in the morning. Lord, have mercy upon my nose. Are you gonna move? Are you gonna move?
I could use one of those.
A sleeping pill? Dude, we don't need that.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Amerindian? Is that like the occultic term for Native American? I mean, that kind of makes sense because, you have Asia has the country India, and you would refer to people who are Indian as Indian. And we did call Native Americans Indians, and that was granted, like, way back when. And that was probably off of poor judgment due to similarities in, my guess would be, skin tone. So I wonder if Amerindian would have been the technical term to distinguish between the two. I don't know. I haven't heard of that word before. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Amerindian. Oh, it's Amerindian. Sorry. A member of one of the indigenous peoples of the Americas, used chiefly in anthropological and linguistic context. So you're right. So that's exactly how that would fit, because it was speaking of it anthropologically. So if you're speaking of people that are native to the Americas, so this would have been anywhere from North America to South America, because you have to consider South America as a part of that. So you can go all the way down to like Brazil, Peru. If there would be like Peruvian natives, then you could probably, I guess, right? But we call them Peruvian now.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 3. This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the Lost Tribe. That's fair. Uh-oh.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler, your friend Sarah Hawkins. So Sarah knew that the Shambler was going to drive Francis insane. I mean, granted, she painted it. The Whale in the Cod, A Brief History of Darkwater Island by Erwin Greenmouth. Nice. That did me absolutely nothing. A book. The Dissertation on an Anatomical Question. It is the work of a student in book form. I hope he got good grades. It's a big book. Although the observations are relevant, they lack the expertise of an experienced physician. However, the questions asked allow us to imagine new ways of exploring the human anatomy. I mean, that's fair, right? Sometimes you need... Here's one of the things when it comes to expertise. There's a reason why there is a logical fallacy called the argument of authority. Is because expertise is a absolutely 100% beneficial and useful avenue to explore the wealth of knowledge that we have in a particular field. So you could take medicine, for example. An expert physician is most likely going to be along a specific avenue of the human body, like a cardiovascular surgeon, for example, or a neurological surgeon, for example. They know how to conduct surgical procedures upon that specific sphere of the human body, and they are expertised in that. But then you also are going to have a neurological physician who is going to know more about the diagnoses that you provide to the brain. These are going to be the kind of people that are going to be able to spot stuff out and say, hey, surgeon, look at that. You need to get that removed. And the surgeon will be like, I know exactly how we're going to get that removed. And they're different. But there's a reason why that logical fallacy exists, is because with expertise comes complacency. Because it's the idea that, well, I know everything that there needs to be known, and you can fall into the pitfall of saying, well, if I know everything, then I'm the authority. I'm the authority on the subject, and sometimes you would consider it like virginal minds or virginal eyes, right? Things that have been untouched by the field, so they're new, they're inexperienced, they're capable of asking questions and pointing things out of like, that doesn't seem right, or why do we do it that way? Should that change? And what's the benefit of not changing it, right? And so the logical fallacy of authority helps you from saying that while expertise is beneficial, it's not the end all be all for any form of knowledge that exists. Just because someone says, I have a master's degree or I have a doctorate in like child developmental psychology, right? That's a very specific field. Means that they know a lot, but they can't pull that, well, I'm the doctorate here. Like, I have the doctorate, therefore I'm right. No, you could be wrong. You could be complacent. You could be caught in your decade of experimentation of a particular type of procedure or a particular type of therapeutic process that you didn't even consider that it could be the wrong process. Who knows? Would I read the book? Yeah, I'd read the... Oh my god! Malleus Bestiarium. This will affect my destiny, that's fair. It is an encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. And there's that symbol again. So that symbol that's on the right page, that is in between the tentacles, this is from what we saw in Francis Sanders' padded cell in the asylum, that is a protective warding, is what we have reason to believe. So the fun part about the Cthulhu mythos, I actually have Cthulhu dice. Let me see if I have them on me. I do. I do have Cthulhu dice. Oh, this is the wrong. That's why. That's the wrong side. Flip it over. Trying to think here. Okay, they actually don't. These dice have a different pattern on them. I think my brother had the ones that have that I'm gonna see if that symbol is. Yep. That symbol is 100% in the Call of Cthulhu Keeper's Rulebook. So it might be a little difficult to see, but it's right on that page, right? So that symbol is a classic symbol of the Cthulhu mythos. By mythos, I'm just repeating the way that they said it in Final Fantasy 16 because I thought it was really funny. They kept calling Clive the mythos. Don't worry, Paladin, I'm an expert at knowing nothing. That's the wisest thing you could do. Like, people, you know, you actually, a lot of people might say, like, I'm very good at knowing nothing at all. And it's the beginning of recognizing that when you know a lot, you realize how little you know. And so you become the expert at knowing nothing. Right? Because that means you're a student. And you should be a continuous learner. The continuous learner is someone who treats life like a wealth of knowledge to obtain and is unwilling to filter that knowledge through biases. Uh-oh. Oh, that's okay. We're, you know, that, yeah, woo! Hi. Why is there a hiding thing? What? Huh? What? Oh, no. Oh, we're gonna be... What is wrong with these people? Hey, scarabs. Let's look at all their Cthulhu stuff. That's a nice little knife.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Oh, is this what Christopher Columbus stole? Wouldn't that be, like, crazy if it's, like, the story of what we know of Christopher Columbus was designed to be the way that we know Christopher Columbus, because when he came to the Americas, he was just stealing all this Cthulhu stuff, and so they would rather it be painted in a different light. Like, that would just be mind-bending. That's kind of like that's how, like, the Cthulhu mythos works, is it takes things that you know so well, and, uh-oh, that's the Shambler. That painting in the back, that's it. That's the guy. That's him. Yeah, we're gonna go look at some stuff first. Bro, what is wrong? Why do they have... Wait, hold on. That painting? Oh, they're different. Yeah, they're different. They're kind of similar, but they're different. I wonder if these are all Sarah Hawkins style paintings. Yo! Why is he bleeding from his eye? Aha! I don't like that we needed oil. Oh! Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I have an idea.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
That dagger right there. I think that's the one that we saw a second ago. Do I have points? How many points do I have? 6 points. 6 points! Oh my goodness. Let's do one in investigation. Let's do spot hidden. Let's do psychology. Let's do 2 in psychology. Let's do eloquence 1. And investigation again. That's exactly what we want to do. Dude, look at our occultism, bro. Look at our medicine. We are doing great. Death of Francis Sanders, Malleus Bestiarum. Ah, Charles Hawkins, the disgusting ship owner thing. He's alive? Look at him. Disgusting. Dr. Fuller, he's, you know, he exists. Yep, he's, you know, he's here. Francis Sanders, super dead. Mary Colden and Irene Sanders, not super dead. Colt, the dimensional Is that what it's going to look like? Did they just spoil it for me? The dimensional shambler comes from a dark and inhospitable dimension where the rarity of food sources keeps it in a state of permanent starvation. This is why it is in a constant state of readiness to travel to other dimensions in order to feed on its inhabitants. Make sure we never weaken the veils of your dimension, otherwise you risk attracting this very dangerous creature. Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself in your dimension and to allow it to rip you open with its claws. That's why Sanders ripped his eyes out. Extract taken from the Malleus Bestiarii. Oh, it's because we read the dang book. Ah! Men will gather the knowledge through the lines dictated to me by the Great Old Ones, but also in other volumes. So Great Old Ones are like Cthulhu, but also in other volumes. The visions that assail me whisper me names and silhouettes of mystical creatures. Soon the Malleus Monstrorum, repository of all anatomical, cosmic, and dimensional knowledge, will be seen as the authoritative work. This book, unholy amongst the most cursed books, will one day be the final rampart between man and the predators that are waiting to devour him, hidden behind the veils of parallel dimensions. That's crazy. That one. That knife. That's the knife we want. We need to find that knife in the room. And I think that's it. Because it's got the ward. So, something's going to call us.
Why is he so interested?
Something's going to call us to this knife, because that. Why would they foreshadow it with a protective ward? I think we're about to. I think because there's sneaky stuff, hidden boxes,
the man transforms
that we are going to be encountering the dimensional shambler, and we are going to do what all classic Call of Cthulhu adventures require of you. And that is to frackin' run away. Why is there blood on this? Hello? Why are you bleeding? Because we are really good with our art. Okay, so now we know the dagger's in that shelf room. That's what we need. Oh, there's a thing over here. Drawing of a dagger. See? See? We're going to need it. Far from possessing the talents of Sarah Hawkins, Sanders drew a dagger with the tortured form down to the smallest detail. The guard carries a strange esoteric symbol and a recurring feature of his correspondence with Sarah. Right, because he thinks it's a protective ward. Here we go. It's shifting. Yeah, buddy. I think it's blind, right? Oh, that thing can't see. That thing's gonna be operating off of sound. So this is what Call of Cthulhu is like at the game table. You create these horrifying pictures, and this is what you want your players to have to deal with. Okay, the Shambler's all the way over there. Hide in the closet real quick. I fear he's kind of like right behind. He was. Get in there. Ooh, that is why the painting was so bad. The dude saw it, so it was able to enter the world. Exactly. And once he recognized what he had done, clawed his eyes out because you can't see it. If you see it, it anchors it into the dimension. That's what we read.
Damn. This dagger looks different.
I think we can run for it. We'll wait. He's freaking out. He's gotta stop. Okay, we're good. That's the dagger we need. I can't look at it. I did it. Ah! We did it! Told you I was gonna need that dagger. I was right. Detective Bond, he's like, get in here. Oh, that's not good.
What's the matter with you?
See? That's Cthulhu right there. You go nuts and everyone looks at you like, are you okay?
Don't tell me that you're going crazy, too.
I am. Did you see the big scary monster that was
didn't
here?
see anything.
It came out of the
I
painting.
saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yeah, you missed the giant four-armed creature. The painting, it's cursed. Let's do that. The painting was cursed. That's gonna help
This
us.
painting is cursed.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The giant thing
was
with the,
attacked
you
by
know,
a creature.
the arms,
Pushed it back.
that picture. Let me.
I
We just gotta go bat
think so,
walls.
too.
Most of the time, though, when you're doing like Cthulhu insanity, it's like you have no idea. They say that art is a reflection of the soul, and the spiritual is caught amongst the realms of the gods. And what if the gods speak back to us? That's like the Cthulhu insanity. The level of like they say that the eyes are the windows into the soul. So what I see, I can depict, and what I depict is just a matter of not spirituality, but truth, real truth, revelation, if you would, of the things that are not seen. That's Cthulhu. That's the Cthulhu stuff when they go crazy. A lot of players have a difficulty with it, of like really talking about like the Cthulhu insanity, because a lot of times they're just like, I saw the haka, and they just basically go brain dead. But the way that that it imprints upon you is that it kind of pulls you in, gravitates you towards getting for. I'm not crazy, you're crazy cat that you. Yeah, and it's like you could create. So for example, you could create a priest as a investigator, right? You can make a Catholic priest. That'd be a pretty good Call of Cthulhu investigator. And now you're combating as a player the faith, your faith, right? Versus this new found truth of the world. And it's like, there's an angel that's described in the Bible, the Christian Bible, that is known as the Angel of Thrones. And the Angel of Thrones is depicted as an eyeball with a lot of interconnected rings surrounded by more eyeballs. Let me actually see. Biblical description of thrones. So thrones. Yeah, so thrones. Where is the description? Because Daniel describes him as a wheel of burning fire, but that's not. Right, we get the name from that passage, but that's not the description. That's just how we know how to name it. Is it from Daniel? Is that where the description comes from? I'll figure it out later. We'll find it at one point. But yeah, that's the angel thrones is something that you would kind of consider a part of the Cthulhu mythos. If you were to just look up a picture of it, the angel thrones, yeah, you know what I mean. And so, like, you create a priest character in Call of Cthulhu and be like, what I have witnessed is a herald, a messenger of the living God, sent by Gabriel, Michael, right? You add like the archangels. No, not the thrones, but similar. Maybe it was. Maybe I did see thrones. And that's where it draws you in. So now the mythos has an avenue where they're going to continue to pull at that. And they just drive you more and more insane and crazy until next thing you know, you're slaughtering innocent civilians. That's Call of Cthulhu in a nutshell. Time to get crazy, baby. Woo! You knew about the monster?
You knew. You knew.
Oh, this is an accusation.
What are you talking about?
This is a you knew about this
that I
thing.
saved your hand.
Not you knew
to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
Don't worry about it.
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Fun thing I love about this game is that whenever Edward Pierce is nice and composed, he's got this like military look to him, but the minute something happens that draws him crazy, his hair gets all disheveled, and just like that, it's back to being perfectly gelled. It's so funny that they didn't create like there wasn't like an easier way to have done that. They make it so like now he's crazy, now he's not. Now he's crazy, now he's not. And you can tell right away. So anytime you see his eyes are widened and like fear struck and his hair is like down and in front of his face, that's when he's going nuts. So, fun fact. Now, we are at Chapter 7, The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. As a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, not really, it was a stealth one, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. We enter the madness. Oh no! Someone broke in! There's blood! I like how they added blood on that glass, because it's very reasonable if you were to punch your hand through glass, that as it's shattering, that it's cutting up your knuckles. So it's very likely that if you're capable of punching through glass, that you're also capable of getting cut and harmed in the process. It's a little bit of realism that you want to have to your games, that make the experience a little bit more immersive. You don't just want people just punching glass and like not facing this repercussion. This is normal. So that's the fun part.
Another volume.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 4. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. See what I mean? See what I mean? Get a priest. Get a priest. Tell him he saw some angels. Next thing you know, he's a prophet of God. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. That's how the Cthulhu mythos works. It's like, no, honey. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a prophet. Prophet of Cthulhu, bro. What's this?
Freud's The Interpretation of
Dreams. Sigmund Freud.
The work that laid the
What a
foundations
guy.
of psychoanalysis at the beginning of the century.
Sigmund Freud is one of the greatest contributors to modern psychology. He describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams, and the analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. So the idea with Sigmund Freud's analysis of dreams is that the objects of your dreams they're not there randomly. So his interpretation follows along the lines that the things that your subconscious projects into your dreams, that you're capable of interacting with, that you're capable of speaking with, that you're capable of running away from, that they indicate something, maybe a trauma or a beneficial aspect of your life that your subconscious is working through. And so by psychoanalyzing people's dreams, you could understand a little bit more about the things that have really like impacted their life a lot further than maybe they're capable of saying, because you're pulling it from the subconscious and you're pulling it from the brain, right? That's the idea behind it, is you're pulling it from the damaged psyche. I believe it was Sigmund Freud that also came up with the concept of the shadow, and if I'm right, the shadow, maybe it's not. Oh, it's Carl Jung. So Jung was the one that took the concept of the shadow, and he had that as an inspiration from the unconscious, and the unconscious is what comes from Sigmund Freud. So the Jungian perspective is that each person has with them a darker aspect, a darker half, if you would, that they called the shadow, and it was the human's desire to integrate the shadow with the light. So it's all about balance. So for example, some of the traits of the shadow for a man very much could be aggressive behavior. It very well could be territorial marking. It could be incredibly strict disciplinarian. Like you want to take things a little bit to the extreme, and when you blend those with the light, you can turn that into protective. You can turn that into defensive in a noble way. And you could integrate disciplinarian, kind of as strict, but maybe responsible, right? Someone who's capable of teaching responsibility. And so you want to integrate those aspects. You want them to prevent them from getting to the extreme. History of Darkwater Volume 2. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. Wow. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rock surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Nice. Why is no one here? Breviary of Medicine, Tome 3. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. That's fair. Like, when medicine wasn't as advanced as it is today, it was very possible that all the knowledge of medicine that was obtainable could have been imparted upon a single person. Now, that doesn't mean that they were capable of fighting off everything that came their way. I mean, probably most of it. You probably would still have like outside sicknesses and outside illnesses that they wouldn't naturally come across in their area that they wouldn't need to fight, but it adds a little bit of some fun there. So, as precise and illustrated with as much detail as the first volume, this book focuses on healing surgeries specific to malformations and motor disorders. Okay, so more motor disorders would be things that impede your motor function, whether it's things in your legs, your hands, I believe your eyes, your body movements. I don't think speech is a part of motor functions. And cognitive, so it wouldn't be brain, so it wouldn't be like your capacity to think. It's all about motion. Malformations would be deformities, so birth deformities. A huge portion of deaths per year is actually from congenital malformations. So I say huge, but it's not like one of the biggest causes of death. It's one of the biggest causes of death for infants is congenital malformation. And that's sad. Those poor sweet little babies. Granted, I don't know which congenital malformation takes like the cake. Oh no, we probably could find some.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
So these Tibetan writings are the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in the Nameless Bookstore, could be as much a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. So let's look up Theosophy. So, Theosophy is a religion established in the United States during the late 19th century. It was founded primarily by Russian Helena Blavatsky, so they're pulling this historically accurate. Categorized by scholars of religion as both a new religious movement and as part of the occultist stream of Western esotericism. It draws upon older European philosophies such as Neoplatonism. Neoplatonism. Because Platonic, I'm probably mispronouncing that. I have no idea. And Hinduism and Buddhism. Okay, before we continue, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break here. I'm going to go use the restroom. So I will be right back. And then we'll continue reading about this Blavatsky stuff. So I will be back. Go ahead and get yourself some drinks, and we'll see you back in just a moment. are back. So, part of that little break that I had to go take was in part because I had to use the restroom, but also because I had my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, my friend who I considered a brother, who then actually became my brother-in-law by marrying my sister-in-law. All the fun stuff. What a great guy. They went and got me some birthday gifts because I just recently had a birthday. So this is a like legitimate map, by the way, and this is the entire game realm of Dungeons and Dragons. So boy, oh boy, do I have the fun stuff. Do I have the fun stuff? This is the entire realm of Dungeons and Dragons, from some of the very, very well-known areas such as the Sea of Swords, the Sword Coast, the jungle continent of Chult, the ancient lands of Netheril, to some of the more unknown areas like High in Mascar, the Underchasm, the Shar Desolation, the Elf Harrow, and other places like that. So this is now becoming a prop on my Dungeons and Dragons stream so that my players can enjoy an actual map. This is really, really, really cool. And then secondly, I got a bunch of bitty pops. Woo, little itty bitty Funko Pops. And we're going to open these real quick because these are Nightmare Before Christmas mini pops. And I'm a Nightmare Before Christmas guy. And each of them comes with a mystery pop. And so they wanted to know whether or not these duplicated crazy amount. So our first mystery pop, we have Oogie Boogie. So we have a normal Oogie Boogie alongside Lock and Shock. And then the mystery one was this Oogie Boogie, which is the Bug Oogie Boogie at the end of Nightmare Before Christmas. Bug Oogie Boogie. What a guy. This next one has Sally, Jack Skellington, and Zero the dog. Let's look at the next mystery one. She wants to know whether or not these got crazy duplicated, so I'm gonna have to text her in a minute. We did get our first duplicate. So, uh-oh. It fell. I didn't know it worked that way. No problem. So we did get a duplicate, and it is Bug Oogie. So we got another Bug Oogie. We did call it. We did say that there was going to be at least one. We got two more, and then we will continue on. So this one's got Santa Jack Skellington, Sandy Claus without his hat, and then the Sewing Sally. So this would be Sally as she's making Jack Skellington's Santa outfit because she's the one that designs it. And we got the mayor, so we do not have a third duplicate. That is A-okay. Technically, you probably can consider the mayor duplicated because there's another... Oh! Well... Yeah, technically the mayor's duplicated because the mayor came as another one in this one. So, and we got Barrel. So Pumpkin King Jack, the mayor, and Barrel. So technically we have two duplicates, but that is A-okay. And a third mayor. So we do have a good grip of duplicates, and that is fine. We knew it. We called it. I will have to let her know and appreciate her for being so thoughtful. I'm a huge Jack Skellington guy, so this was a really good set of gifts. They each come with a little stand-up shelf, so we'll pour those out and we can start putting these together in the midst of a cutscene. Just getting rid of my trash. And then we will continue. Happy Saturday, Ed. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome having you here. Sorry for the loud noises. Sorry. I gotta get the trash out. Okay, let's get all these guys over here. We'll deal with that later. Next cutscene, we'll go ahead and start sheltering up those little guys, and we'll put them somewhere here on my desk. Fun stuff. And let me text her real quick and say we got duplicates so that she knows. So these are duplicated, and then the mayor was duplicated. So where is our mayor? Because we got 3 of those suckers. 1, 2. Where's our third mayor? We do have a third mayor somewhere. There he is. 1, 2, 3. Oogies were mystery, and so were 2 mayors. And we will send that to... Boom! Good stuff. We'll deal with that later. Alright, time to actually continue the game. I got myself another cup of coffee. We're learning about the Book of Zion, which is a type of introduction to theosophy. We were talking about theosophy. It's a blending of European philosophies. It's an occultic kind of religion, and it's presented by Helena Blavatsky, who's explained here at the end of the 19th century. So, theosophy teaches that there is an ancient and secretive brotherhood of spiritual adepts known as the Masters, who, although found around the world, are centered in Tibet. These masters are alleged by Blavatsky to have cultivated great wisdom and supernatural powers, and theosophists believe that it was they who initiated the modern theosophical movement through disseminating their teachings via Blavatsky. They believe that these masters are attempting to revive knowledge of an ancient religion once found around the world, which will again come to eclipse the existing world religions. Theosophical groups, nevertheless, do not refer to their system as a religion. Theosophy preaches the existence of a single divine absolute. It promotes an emanationist cosmology. So, as emanationism is the idea that things flow from or pour forth from or pour out of a derived first reality or first principle. All things are derived from some central component of the universe, in which the universe is perceived as outward reflections of this absolute. So their emanationism stems from this absolute. Theosophy teaches that the purpose of human life is spiritual emancipation. It says that the human soul undergoes reincarnation upon bodily death according to the process of karma. It promotes values of universal brotherhood and social improvement, although it does not stipulate particular ethical codes. So, a lot of blending there. However, what we can concur about theosophy is that I've just now heard of it, so I don't really know how impactful it really was, because this is the first I'm learning of it. Hey! Oh, we have to read the book. We do. We have to read the book, guys.
What does this strange book contain?
We have to read the book.
Contains
The Dimensional Shambler! Yep. So, this is the Malleus Bestiarum again, and this collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I've never heard of. Divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another, like the Dimensional Shambler. It presents itself as the reference work on the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology to which it refers, because it's the Cthulhu mythos. Its pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. So that means the illustrations are like, when you think of like phantasms and phantasmagorical stuff, it's when we saw the paintings shift in the Sanders house. So that means as he's reading it, things are like going all over the place. Find occult items. Nice. We did. Human anatomy. Handbook on Anatomy and Dissection, Book 1. The least that can be said about this book is that its title is well conceived. The illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods are presented or illustrated in great detail. You have to be a strong heart or the detachment proper to doctors to consult its pages. Okay. That's some good stuff there. That is some good stuff there. So... some of our little guys away. Now we got a smidge of time. The rest we will do no memento. That's the bottom. That's the bottom. Did I do these correctly? Alright. No, we'll make those the top. These are the tops. Good bit. Done. Our medicine goes up. Is that painting technically in the nude? Oh. How do I open this? Move! Let me open. Maybe I gotta... It is in the nude. I probably don't know if I should show that. It's a painting. Twitch, I promise. It is a painting. you don't allow paintings, you have a problem.
What happened here?
Alright, guess we'll reconstruct.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
The front door.
Seems like amateur work.
They broke in from the front door. Come on. Come on. All my mini pops. All done. Okay, so they broke in, and the guy goes this way. Medicine.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
I needed a medicine check for that? Maybe I failed the check. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the check would have been like, oh, this guy has poor motor functions or something.
What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
Yo, are those roaches? Yeah, those are bugs and rats. Ugh. Very nice art.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins.
So the symbol rejected Hawkins. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it sounds bad. Come on, you little stupid little pops. Get in there. Get in your case. Stay.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
What kind of coffee do I drink? That's a good question. I drink Keurig coffee.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in the safe.
The Keurig pods that I buy are coffee shop or donut shop. Donut shop Keurig pods. I really, really enjoy it. I just get their like normal coffee flavor. For my cup, I have a Dungeons and Dragons inspired coffee mug that actually changes based off of the heat. So it originally is the Xanathar's Guide to Everything like cover art, but then it shows the Xanathar, so it's a massive beholder. I don't know how well it's depicting it, but it's a multi-tentacle-eyed creature that is capable of inflicting much terror and harm amongst those that are befallen it. For my coffee creamer, I do use cream and sugar. I use a peppermint mocha
The Sarah Hawkins case.
that they now sell full-time, which I love, by the way. Love that they now do that full-time. Used to be seasonal, and I used to do hazelnut as a result. So I use a Dodgers mug. We have some amazing pods from Amazon right now. Nice. Okay, let's close this bad boy out. Oh, Ed, you missed the Dimensional Shambler. We actually met our first Cthulhu Mythos monster. We met the Shambler, which is, it has traumatized us a bit. We do have, how many points? We have 2 points, so we're going to go from here. Let's pump both these bad boys in. Actually, let's do one in investigation, one in strength. Let's put that to 50, just so that we're kind of at a good level around the board. Investigation's kind of like the primary skill here, so that's what we want. That's the Dimensional Shambler. That's our creature that we faced. He came out of a painting known as the Shambler, and we used this little dagger of the Ancients to lock him back in. It was mucho crazy. Super, super duper wild. It was actually a lot of fun. It was a little bit of a stealth mission. I really enjoyed it. So, all the fun stuff. Uh-oh. Go to the bottom, under the sea. Did we get it? Yeah. Nice.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
So, a page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If someone finds these memories, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. So this is Drake. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, that they may be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possessions. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Okay, we can figure that out. Each cylinder is numbered. Even as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Let's figure out which celebrated author wrote that. Order is the pleasure of reason. This is written by Paul Claudel. But disorder is the delight of the imagination. So Paul Claudel is from Les Sourières de Satin. Who is Paul Claudel? Who is he? He is a French poet, dramatist, and diplomat. Younger brother of sculptor Camille Claudel. He was most famous for his verse dramas, which often convey his devout Catholic faith. He was in the 1800s. He died in 1955. Fun history. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination in the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. Miskatonic University is a made-up university, doesn't exist, and it's in Arkham, Massachusetts, which is a made-up place, doesn't exist. That's the only aspect of like the Call of Cthulhu tabletop game and the world that H.P. Lovecraft made, in which they were able to create like their own stuff. This was like their homebrew. So Arkham doesn't exist, and neither does Miskatonic. Miskatonic does provide, though. It has like an esoteric order of investigators in which it's like students, staff, and faculty of the university combined together. And this is how you can find like an easy, like at the table way of like saying that all of your investigators know each other. This is the professor of anthropology. This is the administrator. This is the security guard. And this is a student who has an inkling for the esoteric and believes that he's seen creatures in his life. I don't know, like you just get to create these little links between the characters. The content of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you'll be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you, nor to suffer from your actions. Okay. So we need to find where history meets Greek.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Yes.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Riley sold for $2,053. This key that bears the Elder Sign. Okay, so that's the rune. The Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer, in press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor. The date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Alchemy. Does alchemy meet Greek life? Maybe that's what we gotta look at. Oh.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Oh, book numbers. Okay, H.P. Blavatsky. See what they did there? So H.P. Lovecraft is the writer of the Cthulhu mythos. He's like the guy that created all the stuff, and Blavatsky was the person that we just read about. So Howard Philip Blavatsky. It's a little bit of a fun there. Or, sorry, it's Helena Petrovna. I'm stupid. Don't worry about me. So, where my camera is, there's additional writing, and it literally just gave me the full name, and she's also HP, so she's H.P. Blavatsky. Don't listen to me. I'm stupid. I'm like, that's how into this I am, where I'm like, see what they did there? Everything's an Easter egg. No, it's not. I'm dumb. Don't listen to me. Book of Esoteric Philosophy, and a key text in Madame Blavatsky's Theosophical Movement was Isis Unveiled, talking about the god Isis.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
The Key of Solomon by L.W. DeLawrence, edited by C.D. Waits. It is a book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals of invocation and rituals of curse. I wonder if these books are in the Call of
Another
Cthulhu.
volume by Arkham Editions.
Massa di Requiem per Shugai. Opera. It's an opera in 8 acts by Benvenuto Cietti Brodiguera, an infamous lyrical work published in Italy. This wouldn't be a part of the Greek stuff.
Arkham Editions.
The Prophecies.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Written by Nostradamus, translated by Elione and Theophilus Widebridge. So maybe Prophecies, prophetic would be Greek, right? They had the
Another
oracles.
volume by Arkham Editions.
Aurea Linda. The text claims in the distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by mothers of this people, and moreover that our alphabet is derived from the Phrygian language. The volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism.
Arkham Editions.
Things that should not be, a study of American
Never heard of
folklore. Albert Wilmarth, professor, cool.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Corpus Hermeticum, written by Hermes Trismegistus. Cool. Includes a translation of the Emerald Tablet. Nice. Ah!
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide.
Drake Cylinders
I
2
should
and
perhaps
3.
listen to them.
So we need Drake Cylinder 1, right? Maybe the cylinders are going to point us to the books that we need. So we need one more cylinder. Right?
A kind of chalice.
Goblet seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif? I think that Drake likes books. I think so too. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak, the whales gradually disappeared from the waters. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up until then the region was favored. Why do I keep messing these words up? Favored refuge for cetaceans. What's a cetacean? Because I know crustacean. Is a cetacean a whale? Yeah, cetaceans are whales. Marine mammals, so whales, dolphins, or porpoises. Cool. Learned a new word. In 1847, the months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. That's the miraculous catch. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. So it was a monster, they agree. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. And they ate it. We know that they ate it, so that's probably what kind of drove them crazy too.
Things are not looking good.
Oh yeah, checkmate, bruh. There it is. Nope. We need one more cylinder, right? We have only 2. Oh, no, we have all 3. What? Right. Maybe it picked up all 3. Alright, whatever. So we start with the first one.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian
goblet.
of the Grail
The goblet.
does not protect me from its attractions.
The goblet.
And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
So something about this goblet.
The chalice of knowledge.
Oh, okay, hold on.
And these red drops, like precious stones,
Red.
lie fixed, set in divine...
The chalice of
1,
knowledge.
2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So we'll use that as a reference point. We're going to recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First number's 5. Got
To
it.
be the guardian of the Grail does not... And these red drops,
No.
like precious stones, I
Like
finally
precious
understood that we
stones.
were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us
Chess.
who are still standing protect our white queen from their dark
So
soul.
the number of white
I see our
parts
numbers
on the
dwindle,
board.
and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
4.
The Queen
Next
has
one's 4.
little protection.
Because there's only 4. Or actually, no, it's 3. It's 3. Because it's the rest of the ones that need to protect their queen. So I'm imagining it's excluding the queen. We're going to do 3 first. We'll try 4 if it fails. 3, potentially 4. Because that's what I'm thinking.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of
5-3,
the works
it's
of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors.
Azathoth is a god.
To my research. I never tire
boy.
of browsing through them.
Okay, real quick. I know we have 5-3, and I appreciate you so much, Nobody, for writing that down. Let's do a little talkie here about Azathoth. Where's you'd be considered an elder god, if I'm right. So I think that makes him one of the first ones. Dagon and Hydra, unique beings. The colors of outer space. The Chthonians. The Byakis, these are monsters. Yep. Deep One hybrids. Deep Ones themselves. Dimensional Shambler. The Formless Spawn. The Flying Polyps. The Fire Vampires. The Ghasts. The Ghouls. The Glaki. The Nafka. Great Race of Yith, the Loigar, the Haunting Horrors, the Hounds of Tindalos, the Migos. I like how the Migos are creatures. They're a band. They're fungi from Yugoth called Migo. So the Migos. Woo, woo. What fun. Aboth. Okay, when facing a god. So there's Aboth, that is a god. Atlanacha, Azathoth, here we go. So, Azathoth, the last amorphous blight of nethermost confusion, which blasphemes and bubbles at the center of all infinity. The boundless demon Sultan Azathoth, whose name no lips dare speak aloud, and who gnaws hungrily in inconceivable unlighted chambers beyond time amidst the muffled, maddening beating of vile drums and the thin, monotonous whine of accursed flutes. That is H.P. Lovecraft from the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. Azathoth is the ruler of the gods. So he is the chief god of the Cthulhu mythos, and has existed since the beginning of the universe. It dwells beyond normal space-time at the center of the universe, where its amorphous body writhes unceasingly to the monotonous piping of the flute. Lesser gods dance mindlessly round Azathoth to the same music. Azathoth is described as both blind and idiotic, a monstrous nuclear chaos. The urges of Azathoth are immediately fulfilled by Nyarlathotep. Nyarlathotep is another outer god, kind of one of the bigger ones in the game as well. I actually have a full-length Call of Cthulhu campaign called The Masks of Nyarlathotep. It's a very fun one. Azathoth is little worshipped, for the god offers not even gratitude in return. Usually humans call upon Azathoth by accident, and thereby unwittingly bring disaster and horror. Only the criminally insane would knowingly worship such a being. Nonetheless, such worshippers may have special insights into the nature of the universe, its origins, powers, and meaning. Insights perhaps understandable only by other madmen. So that is Azathoth. So let's read so that I can remember what he wants me to do.
I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Volume 9. So we had all these guys here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 available. 8.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
9. Edward Pickman Derby. Remember the Pickman model that I talked about? The story about the guy that paints stuff? Edward Pickman Derby. Pickman. Also known as the Nightmare Lyrics. This collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. Let's try 9. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's either going to be 9 or 8. So it's either going to be 5, 3, 9, 5, 3, 8, 5, 4, 9, or 5, 4, 8. Those are going to be our 2 options, or 4 options there. So we're going to start here. So we're going to start on the very left, and, with the goblet. We're going to go 5, and then we're going to change lock. We're going to start with 3. We're going to change locks, and we're going to start with 8. Because of the other, the amount total of books that we found. That was wrong. So we are going to go to 9. And I was right. Way to go, guys. We did it. You should always be quite afraid when you find a giant book with the Elder sign on it, the Elder rune, that looks like it is made out of leather. Never a good sign in Call of Cthulhu. Books made out of leather. And when I say books made out of leather, I mean like it looks like the leather's been stitched together. That's a no-no. That's a bad book. Look at that. That is phantasmagorical, by the way. What is happening to us right now? This is what it means by the book is phantasmagorical. It is creating a phantasm in our mind while we are reading it. So we are now officially opening up our realization to the world unknown. We are embracing the Cthulhu mythos right now. And as a result, it is going to drive us insane. Temporarily insane. When you read books like these, it actually has a feature attached to the book in which you take a sanity loss. So, for example, the game has quite a large selection of different types of tomes. And so these types of tomes are things that your players can pick up in different types of campaigns and can spend time reading. So an example of one of these various types of tomes would be, we'll do, oh, actually one that they mentioned in here, Massa di Requiem per Shuge, the opera score that we read about. So trigger warning, while I read this real quick, I do notice some things. I'm gonna try to ease through them, so just be mindful. It's an opera score and libretto that was never published and believed to have been performed only once. It deals with things such as SA, interfamily relations, and other types of degrading acts. Ugh. Knowledgeable musicians pronounce portions of it unplayable. Copies are held by the British Museum, the Bibliothèque Nationale in Paris, and probably the Vatican Z collection. Upon reading it, you take a d6 of sanity loss. So a d6 is just your normal 6-sided dice. You roll that bad boy, and you take that much damage to your sanity. If you roll a 5 or higher, you get like a bout of madness. So it's like reading it, you're probably like skimming through the pages and reading things in ways that like doesn't make sense. You're probably shaking while you're reading it, like all this like just fun little stuff that you can add to the game. But your Cthulhu mythos goes up for reading it, and you are able to learn the spell Call Azathoth, which is performed with full orchestra. So that's some fun stuff. Other books include the Necronomicon, the Sussex Manuscript, the Wi-Fi connection lost on my PlayStation? Really hope my internet doesn't just like randomly shut down while I'm streaming. Quick check. You guys, you're still here? All right, we're still here. Okay, we're good. It's probably the Ethernet, because I have an Ethernet connected. Okay. The Narcotic Manuscripts, People of the Monolith, a lot of these different types of books. So the Thaumaturgical Prodigies in the New England Canaan, the Witch Cult of Western Europe, the Oracles of Nostradamus, the Malleus Maleficarum, the Key of Solomon, a lot of different fun stuff. So there's a book aspect to Call of Cthulhu as well. Ooh, dang, I don't think that leather book was made out of leather. Probably not. The internet has still let us into my home. Welcome. Greetings from the other side. We are now at Chapter 8 in the Riverside Institute yet again. In the Nameless Bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the ladder, I just knocked over all my mini pops. What the ladder had tried to find there. What the ladder and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. And it was a book covered in human skin. You were right. The book made out of leather was not made out of leather. It was made out of human skin. Lied inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. That's not good. We don't like that. We don't like being put into other people's bodies. But nonetheless, that is what you deal with in the Call of Cthulhu mythos.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating. What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
We are Marie Colden?
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
You ain't being right. Good for you, nobody. That's some good stuff. You were right on the board. That's good. Golden. Let's examine the patient.
I'll examine him.
So let's do a medicine check here.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue.
Yep.
Lord, this smell.
So the only thing I know out of that is necrosed tissue. That means the flesh has gone necrotic, it's decomposing. And that's going to cause some form of sepsis.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated.
So there's a
His
technical
fingertips
term
and
for that.
toes seem
You would
to
call it
feature
like
its slight
desiccation.
ring under
And
the
it's
skin.
like a desiccated
Tender
corpse
of
is something
touch.
that looks completely
Slightly sticky.
dried out. So that's not good.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Uh-oh, is he pregnant?
So, Doctor...
Is he pregnant with an alien? Is that what it
I'm not
is?
sure I have
He's
the
got a
necessary
swollen
knowledge to
abdomen,
treat this man.
and it looks like the
say that.
presence of a
You're
foreign
almost
body.
ready,
Is he
Doctor.
pregnant with an alien? Is that what we just heard?
Some of his
We got a chest
symptoms
burster.
are beyond my comprehension.
Hey, have you not seen Ridley
Watch
Scott's
what you
Alien
find.
Lady? Nurse? Hello? Ridley Scott. He's got something in his belly.
Did
Bro!
you examine his abdomen?
He's got an
There's
alien!
something inside.
That's not
He
okay!
hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
It's pulsating.
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
But he is.
Whatever
He's
it
super
is,
pregnant.
this man has something
This
inside
dude is
him that should
pregos, bro.
We should operate
And it's
on
an
him.
alien. Are you kidding me? This
Dr.
dude's got
Fuller
something
said not to
inside of
worry.
him.
That the edema would go away by
It's not an
itself.
edema. You're not listening.
No.
He's got something in
I'm
him.
not
There
sure
is a
Dr.
thing
Fuller is
in
telling
there.
the truth.
The state of his limbs is worrisome. Someone did not use protect. Oh no.
In spite of the muscle contractions,
What
his
a
eyes
very
seem
beneficial
Yes.
Pokemon move
They can't
that was
have
not used
decalcified.
in this
Not at
combat.
this rate.
And yet,
Another good spell
if
in
there
Dungeons
is
and
a
Dragons
bone
is
in the
Shield.
soul,
Someone
it's
didn't use
softer
their
than the
reaction to
newborn
cast
baby.
Shield to protect
What
themselves.
about his cranium?
Ed, thank you so much for the
soft to
lurk.
touch.
You are being relieved if you watch. We will
It
hope to
does
see you
seem
soon.
like the skull of a baby.
Skull of a
Look at these
baby?
sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I wonder if he's
I'm sure
turning.
you'll find an explanation.
Gotta go pick up my niece. Yeah, no problem. Drive safe. Enjoy. So the state of his limbs is worrisome. He's really
I see
dehydrated.
signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion.
Hypodermoclysis.
I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail.
Right.
And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
Did his flesh fall
He
off?
seemed to feel better.
yes, like he needs an aquarium.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Guys, I know what it is.
Explain
I know what it
his
is.
condition.
I know what it is. 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 I know it. I know it. I know what it is. I know what's going on. I know. I figured it out. I know it. I know it. Where is it? He is turning into one of these. Picture, 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 picture. Come on, 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 come on. He's turning into one of these guys. The fish things. If I was a nurse, I'd be running away right now. That's facts. Yeah, so the deep ones are... writing about the deep ones, it says, I think their predominant color was grayish green, though they had white bellies. They're mostly shiny and slippery, but the ridges of their backs were scaly. Their forms vaguely suggested the anthropoid, while their heads were the heads of fish. The prodigious bulging eyes that never closed at the sides of their necks were palpitating gills, and their long paws were webbed. They hopped irregularly, sometimes on hind legs and sometimes on four. Their croaking, baying voices held all the dark shades of expression which their staring faces lack. H.P. Lovecraft, The Shadow over Innsmouth. This is an amphibious race that serves Cthulhu and two beings known as Father Dagon and Mother Hydra. So, the Deep Ones are a part of the story, The Shadow over Innsmouth, in which the main character of that story investigates Innsmouth, Massachusetts, and finds out that the people there have this cultic-like relations with a group of subaquatic denizens that come out of the water to... They breed. They breed with the villagers. But the part of the breeding that they do... turns the villagers into more deep ones. So they mutate. That's what's happening.
I almost don't believe
he's turning into a
myself,
deep one.
These symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
Don't tell me you believe this dude's normal.
This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations.
They're having a really long
this
conversation back there.
Transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
Cthulhu.
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
I'm studying
What
him.
I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to
Fuller,
join me
you're
in
full
my
of cow poop.
scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician,
See?
Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
Why is he...
This amuses you.
See, this dude's
Your
nuts.
reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
Oh, you're gonna
For
gaslight me
this man
now?
And the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
Tisk,
I
tisk,
have
buddy.
to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be.
So this
in
is
time.
someone who's
I
been
will not
captivated
let you do this.
by the
You
Cthulhu
disappoint
mythos. He's
me, Marie,
speaking in the way.
but I
Like,
still
the
have
world
hope
is
you'll
not
one
ready.
day
I
share
have to
my
save
point
these
of view.
people.
In the meantime,
I
take
sense
care
that
of
you're
your own
hungry for
patients
this.
and
It's
try
your
not to forget
innocent
who you
worries.
be.
Like, all this kind of stuff. This dude is full on cultist.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
Don't worry about it. We're
It
fine.
was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Hidden files of
Oh,
proof.
that evidence exists.
We're gonna
Sure
go
of it.
steal stuff.
I need to find the
Whoop,
missing
whoop.
medical files.
We're committing theft.
Where would you find those?
We're
In his
committing
office.
theft.
What
We're
if you
committing
get
theft.
caught?
We
I'd
are
rather
going
not
to
think
commit
about
some theft.
I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor.
Don't worry about my
You can
discretion.
count on
We're
me.
committing
I'll
some
keep mine.
theft, bruh. We are committing theft. We are gonna steal some stuff from him.
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Was that something on his arm? Did I just make that up? Oh, someone's crying.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
High security unit?
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Why
Do
go
you
through
really
her?
need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
What are these for? Okay, what are they doing here? So they strap you in, and they box you in. And then what? Do they soak you? Yeah, it's probably how they clean people. Huh. These crazies don't like getting naked and taking baths. That's wild. Okay, well, we're not going that way.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
Excuse me.
And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well. At least
Oh,
we won't
you
have
naughty
to keep
girl.
her a while.
And just wait to see the next time.
Well, you know, we like guys that are shaking violently.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
You know, we're experimenting on him.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His
Oh,
perfusion
you
of
see
a
it? He was like, I got
semi-physiological
you.
solution
See
doesn't
that?
seem
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
He's undergoing a
Ooh,
ventricular
buddy.
fibrillation.
That was crazy. That was crazy. That dude was all over the place. What is that? Hello, what's that?
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Okay. Oh, that's Irene Sanders.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs.
Mrs. Sanders?
She's sleeping. Oh my goodness. It's because of her husband? Yo, what's up, lady? How you doing?
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
No, I doubt it. That dude put an alien in her. They're all pregnant. Everyone here is pregante. They're pregnant.
What is the boiler room key doing here?
Don't worry about it. Take the key. Take the key. Take the key.
The key to the
Take
boiler
key.
room.
Take the key. Take the key.
Not where I expected to find it.
Take it. All right. We know where the key is. If we have to get to the boiler room, we know where the key is. We know now.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Is that his blood? Ew. Gross. Yuck. What's up, dude? How you doing? Move.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Why do you have to go to a psychiatric institute if you have trouble sleeping? Wouldn't a therapist be able to walk? Well, okay, that makes... Never mind. They probably don't have a therapist's office. This is probably the closest they have. Nope. Inter them all. What's up, lady? How you
Dr.
doing?
Colden.
Hi, nurse. That's it? That's all you have for me? It's Dr. Colden? That's it?
This man,
Medical
Edward
record
Pierce,
of Edward
his file
Pierce.
is incomplete.
Yeah.
What did Fuller do to him?
MD, DPH, Harvard. You want... Oh.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
Okay.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
The basement?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
But I know where it's at.
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
It's a quiet little town.
No one
Days
asked
go
you.
by, steady as ever. I wanted more.
I don't
for
get why they
myself.
have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
What's up, dude?
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
Yes.
I don't know yet,
Yes.
but I will figure out.
100%.
Everyone in Darkwater.
It is
is suffering from
absolutely
this.
connected to what that monster
We don't
of a
have
doctor
any
is doing on
medication
this
left.
island. There is
Oh.
no chance
No excuse
that
to-
people are just randomly
I should
having
get
nightmares and then turning into fish people
You
like
too,
it's
Marie.
nobody's business. That doesn't just happen.
Where did my fiancée go?
Don't worry about it. She's
I
probably
hope
dead.
those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Okay, I'm probably gonna have to go back there later.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Not yet. Uomo Delinquente. This pseudoscientific work by Cesare Lambroso, or Caesar. I would say Cesare. Or Cesar. I don't know. Caesar? I have no idea. Cesare Lambroso? That's a hard name to pronounce. Correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader. Okay, so they have pseudoscience even in here. It's not abnormal. We've seen something.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Uh-oh. We're running out of beds.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Yeah, because he's a nutbag. What are you talking about? Stop being shocked when this guy does something that can be considered malpractice. This dude's crazy. Can I get in there? What is this? Personnel room? What is it? Locker room? What's locked in the locker room? Hey, what kind of over here? Let us find the things that left to be remain unseen. The reference book of medical sciences. Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order all the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the names of the reference authorities are listed.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Well, you don't have to be all sassy about it, dude. Like, come on.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry about it.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
I don't like you. Distract Donovan, cut off the water. Okay, how do I distract Donovan? What's up, bro?
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Boiler room time? Potentially. If that's how we cut off the water, then we know that the boiler room key...
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this
up. The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Oh, she will. And she won't know how to fix it.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Oh, that's not the boiler room. I'm dumb. Boiler room had a door. It had a door that said boiler room on it. So stupid. Moo. Moo. Where is Zip? There it is. I love massive health hazards in my boiler rooms.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
What kind of tool do you need? What? What? Let's close the door. Didn't happen. What kind of tool would we need?
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
What a pest. It's so unfair.
What do we do? What kind of tool? What kind of tool do we need? Where is it? Is that tool? Anything here? Aha! Monkey wrench! Stupid monkey. Hello, Mr. Boiler Room. Just gonna walk in here, close the door, and go beat this up with a wrench.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
bathroom. Hey, what's up, Elizabeth? You know the water's
Dr.
off?
Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
No.
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off.
No,
yet
there's
again.
no water problem. Come on.
I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Dude, that's when you hit her with the, don't talk to me that way. Don't talk to me that way. Is that Mrs. Donovan? I'm just gonna do that. Now she has no idea that I'm going into Dr. Fuller's office. I'm gonna do a little bit of that.
The missing files must be hidden here.
We did it.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Oh.
I've unlocked something.
Done.
Patient files.
Sarah Hawkins?
I was right.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient, Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusion.
This finger belongs
That's a
to
finger?
a woman. Why keep it here?
It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her.
Hold on. Oh, son of a gun. I totally didn't just mean to drop my controller. That totally just happened. I just want to make sure that I collect. I really hope this isn't like a time-sensitive thing. Oh, it's not time-sensitive. We're going. Okay. I'll have a lot of room.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
Why is Ethan on medication?
Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
No, because this dude's nuts.
Irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Why is there a shoe in here?
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
What is going on? Are we gonna see Dr. Oh.
I must go back to the basement.
Are we gonna see Dr. Fuller? Is there nothing to see here?
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his
Stendhal
diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Stendhal syndrome is a psychosomatic condition involving rapid heartbeat, feigning confusion, and even hallucinations. Allegedly occurring when individuals become exposed to objects, artworks, or phenomena of great beauty. So that's what they diagnosed Sanders with because he saw the painting. It's all coming together. Why is there a stealth thing in here? Okay. Well.
I should go another way.
Yeah. Is the psychiatric wing this place? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a really good psychiatric wing.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Oh no, he drugged us! Oh no! Back into our brain. Why does he have what?
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Is that Drake?
Turn around.
It is!
Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
It was Charles
Take
Hawkins.
a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for
Not
a
the
very
pokey
specific item.
Oh, no.
We did. We got the pokey
book.
bogey.
Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer
Yeah.
the question.
It was crazy.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Saw through someone's eyes. Marie Colden was
She
there.
went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
That was the Necronomicon?
She was at the Riverside Institute.
Whoa!
She's in danger.
The
I have to
Necronomicon?
go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me.
I bet.
You might need my help.
Yeah. You're probably right. That was the Necronomicon. Oh my goodness. The Necronomicon. I'm pulling it up right now so we can talk about it. The Necronomicon. Like the book. Yep. The Necronomicon has 5 editions. So there's 5 different types of versions of this. And there is the Al-Azif, which is the Arabic, written by Abdul al-Hazrad, which is the original form of that manuscript is unknown. There is the Greek Necronomicon, translated by Theodorus Philides. There is the Latin Necronomicon, translated by Olaus Wormius. The English Necronomicon, translated by Dr. John Dee. And the Sussex manuscript of the Necronomicon, which is Latin, but it's English, translated by Baron Frederick. And the Necronomicon, in its history, every tome has its own history. The Necronomicon is encyclopedic. The encyclopedic and baffling, containing deep mythos, magic, and knowledge, including a chant to Yog-Sothoth, which can open the way to the world, information on the powder of Ibn Ghazi, and a description of the Vorish sign. The tome also discusses the nature of existence, details many locations and places, some not of this earth, and provides grim descriptions of some mythos entities. Allusions are definitions, inflections are explanations, wishes are proofs, and decoration and design are indistinguishable. The original version of the Necronomicon, known as the Kitab al-Azif, was written around 730 in Damascus by an Arab named Abdul al-Hazrad. He was a student of magic as well as an astronomer, poet, philosopher, and scientist. He died in Damascus in 738. Devoured in broad daylight by an invisible demon. Great. Awesome. Manuscripts of the Al-Azit circulated secretly among philosophers until it was translated into Greek by the Byzantine Theodorus Philetus around 950, who renamed it the Necronomicon. Numerous copies of Philetus' manuscript were made. The increased circulation of the blasphemous tome led to its eventual condemnation in 1050 by the Patriarch Michael of Constantinople. In 1228, Olaus Wormius effected a Latin translation of the Greek, all copies of the original Arabic having been lost to time. Both the Latin and Greek versions were placed on the Index Expurgatorius by Pope Gregory IX, so it was condemned by the Catholic Church. Olaus did not retitle the Greek Necronomicon, and work is thereafter commonly referred to by that name. In 1454, the printing press was able to provide a black letter version of the Latin Necronomicon, which was printed in Germany. In the 16th century, a version of the Greek translation was printed in Italy. In 1586, an English translation was produced by Dr. John Dee, who is a mathematician, astrologer, and physician to Queen Elizabeth of England. Yeah. So, there you go. Physical descriptions. All known printed editions of the book are folio-sized. Yep. All the good stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. Good stuff. Necronom, nom, 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 nom.
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion.
No.
Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Don't tell me what to do.
Thank you, Drake.
Off we go to the riverside, to the institute where we belong. And the crow said, forevermore. Okay. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office, discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins, but she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late.
I pray that Colden is really here. And alive.
We work straight into the office. Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 1. The Diary of Reverend Wickwood's wife. Her husband John built the first Hawkins home, called Hilltop, at the end of the 17th century. They were among the first white colonists of the island. The previous inhabitants disappeared mysteriously 3 centuries earlier.
An old diary.
But we've been collecting the... Where's the finger? Excuse me, where's the thingy? Let's get that shoe.
What the... Fuller, too. Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
Guess we do have staff that we're gonna have to... No, okay, we know she went that way. Oh, my wife just got back. A Necra, nom 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 nom. All the rooms are locked. All this guy has to do is just look left, and I'm done. The bathroom. Why did it have to do that?
No!
What? No. What's the Shambler do? What? Do we? Huh?
Oh my God! What is happening to me?
We're going crazy. That's what just happened to us. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. I don't like this at all.
It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else. What happened? Something has changed, but what?
I see. Liquid. Oh, so some of those books that we found we'll probably need to re-find. Medicine Secret Sciences, aimed at wide public, demonstrates how non-recognized sciences have influenced modern medicine, magnetism, grandmother secrets, Chinese acupuncture, hypnosis, herbal medicine, alchemy, and many others. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's Cthulhu. Cthulhu wants to be awakened. Yes, there we go. No, Cthulhu, it's still nap time. Leave me be. Is that what it wants us to do? No. I can get that other book. Alright, maybe that's what we needed. Because it wants us in there, but we can't get in there, right? So now we go through here, and we run around this way. Oh, that's how we do it. We figured it out. We teleport through the mystical portals. Spooky stuff.
Destiny. It is trapped you.
Oh, we gotta keep unlocking. Okay, so we can't get that book until we get that portal key. Okay, so now what does it want? No, Cthulhu, it is still nap time. Nope. also note. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, we going crazy. I don't like this. We're gonna die. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Please go away. I'm nervous. There's like I don't think there's a book over here that I found. Yeah, I think we're good.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
Man, they really are driving up my heart rate. I don't like it. Make it stop. I think they're doing it in game. Oh, can I get that book? I can. Bruh. No. No. That's not okay. That's not okay. Oh no, that was good. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I needed this. Okay. I was correct. I needed this. Okay. My wife just got home. She's about to walk inside, so I'm gonna go say hi to her real quick, and this will give me a good chance to catch my breath. I will be right back, and we will continue getting absolutely terrified. Alright, we're back to getting scared. Let's get at it. Thank you guys for waiting patiently while I went and said hello to Mrs. Paladin. I think we need to go back and get the other one now. Oh, God. Oh, why did it do that to me? Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Whoo. Bruh. Uh-oh. Come on, Mr. Shambler, man.
It looks like things are back to normal.
Mm-hmm. If that could be a way of describing it, sure. Things are absolutely back to normal. 100%. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Can I open that? Yeah, that looks like the way I gotta go. We're gonna go this way. Huh? Bruh. Follow the singing.
What's going on? It never ends.
Nope, there's gonna be a dimensional shambler running out of one of these rooms, I bet, huh? I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, dude. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Ah!
Damnation. That's me.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
I gotta get out.
Claustrophobic. We're getting claustrophobic. We're gonna fall unconscious in this. This is gonna break it. Oh! Is that Marie?
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on. You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Why?
Colden? What's going on? Was it a hallucination?
Why is it too late? Oh, no!
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
Stop whatever the hell you're doing and turn around now.
Oh, no, he got to her. Crap, we were too late. She's dead.
No, it can't be.
No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop!
Oh! Uh-oh.
Colden?
no, what happened? Yeah, it's more Cthulhu-y stuff. Yeah, she's dead, dude. That sucks. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. Get me out of here. I'm done. I want to go home. Not our friend. Our friend is dead. D-E-D. D-U-D. Dud. She's dud. Super duper dud. Oh, look at that. Why are we in the painting? Hold on. Whoa, wait, whoa. Why are we in the painting? Why are we in that painting? So I need answers. Why are we in that painting? Who put us in that painting? Why beeth us in the painting? Excuse me. Why are there feet and legs? Why are there body parts all around? What is going on here? We are not in Kansas anymore, friends. We are in the, look at that house. Who's that? Who's that?
What in God's name?
Oh, is this Sarah Hawkins? She's alive.
What did they do to you?
Yeah, give her Simon's toy. I don't know why we've been holding on to that. It's a little weird. I don't remember taking that. But okay. That's cool. That's her son's. That's her cupboard out, right? Yo, you think they've been having her paint in here?
He gave him the gold and I the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
Come with me.
See, that's like the Cthulhu insanity.
Violent living,
mixing
vibrant,
with what the person knows intimately. Sea green? Cthulhu. Cthulhu. That is Cthulhu.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
Mm-hmm. Valid sand requirements. We can speak Relayan. Hold on. I gotta check something. I think there is a trophy for speaking Relayan. Be the plaything of the hallucination. Were we not just that? Push Irene Sanders to the limit. Heal all the patients. Choose all the replies in Relayan. Successfully carry out the counter ritual. Yeah, let's. Do we do it? Do we give in to the insanity? Do we start speaking in Relayan? Do we? Is this what we do? Yeah. Alright.
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. A discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible. Terrible consequences.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Yes, you've been painting about me.
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us. It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
Hey!
Run!
I got this. Okay.
How did she close the door and then put a barricade over it so quickly? Excuse me?
Green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it.
Not moving until the wrong is set right. Okay. Sure. Oh.
I'd be better off finding a tool.
Bro, we gotta find a tool as well?
Perfect.
A poker? How's it? What? Uh-oh.
All right. That should do it. Let's move.
Oh no, it's Charles. He found us.
Where the hell do you think you're going, woman?
I'm your puppet no more. You bastard!
You're my wife. My wife. You owe me obedience.
Leave her alone! We're leaving this crazy island.
You are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
Oh!
Edward!
Nobody tells me what to do with my wife. How dare you?
Here we go.
No!
Bring it on!
Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck?
They don't want me dead.
Why? Because you are the one destined to perform the call.
Your wife thinks so.
Fool. My desire to protect Sarah is stronger than their petty schemes.
You hurt her.
No, detective. She is much, much more than a woman. She is the Oracle. Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am?
It was her magic. The bookstore.
How do you know that?
Because I'm smart, bro.
It does not matter. Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be
Sarah, I think she's laying down.
Then we get rid of its members. You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her. Don't! No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will.
I don't like the idea that I'm being grappled and choked out by a chemical. Oh, Sarah finally decided to help. Right through the throat. Way to go, Sarah. Nice job. Oh, that was almost to the back of the head through the throat. Oh. Ooh. Oh, yo, right with the axe. Let's do it. Nice. Chapter 9, The Hawkins Mansion. After the death of Colden, Pierce, victim of hallucinations, advanced inside the Riverside Institute to the point of discovering Sarah Hawkins alive, prisoner of Dr. Fuller. The last confrontation between Charles Hawkins and his wife has revealed that the man, under his monstrous appearance, tried to protect her from the influence of the myth. He warned Pierce if Sarah succumbs to the lure of the occult, she will lose all free will, allowing the cult to bring its plan to fruition, summon an ancient and evil god. Henceforth, Pierce must know more about Sarah Hawkins' intentions and find a way to protect her. The detective asked him a question.
Have to bury their child, knowing
so Simon is truly dead. There.
The guilt will never go away.
So Simon was truly dead.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
Wrong answer. Here's the fire. This is when Simon dies.
You're not going anywhere. You are mine.
Oh. So that's how the fire happened. Little Simon was claimed in the fire. So when Silas arrived, Silas is only able to get the body of Sarah, but no one got Simon. She was unconscious, so Simon perishes in the fire. That's how it happens. That's how he died. Poor little kid.
Simon.
Come on. It's over now.
Poor little kid. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. We don't like that. We don't like big, spooky creature dudes. What is this? What are we looking at? Is this Cthulhu? Oh, that could be Leviathan. Game saved. Okay, real quick. Let's go to Pierce. We have how many points? 8 points. Wow. We needed to start spending some of these guys. So 1 to investigation. We're now expert. Boom. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, boom. Look at that. We are almost a max occult expert. We are getting crazy. And our sanity, we are shaken. We have suffered a lot of mental trauma. We are quite shaken. Charles Hawkins, we did that stuff. The cost of truth. While Pierce's sanity is growing dangerously weaker, his increased sensitivity to the occult opens new ways for him. On rare occasions, he is now able to unearth hidden truths when he speaks to the inhabitants of the island. As with everything connected with the myth, using it comes as a cost. And the death of Colden is the death of Colden a hallucination, or is it the sole flash of truth and the slow descent into madness? The detective gained entry to the Riverside Institute and was immediately attacked by the Shambler. He fled through the transmuted hospital. His wanderings led him to an operating room where his confrontation with Fuller came to an end when Lee Colden's corpse rose up to attack him. The detective thinks that he's got a grip on himself, but he now knows that death and madness lie in his path. His sanity was severely affected by this new ordeal. Yeah, that's fair. That's quite fair. Algernon Drake. Oh, is he dead? Oh no, they're all background in red. Okay, I thought maybe the red meant that like he was dead. I was a little concerned there. So gray means dead. So deceased. So we know who's dead. The Ascent. When they have consumed the stellar flesh and survived the transformation closer than ever to their new master, they will enter his sleep of death and will only awaken to answer his call, the call of Cthulhu. They will be called the Awakened by Abdul Al-Hazred. Cthulhu, Ngului, Mglunaf, Cthulhu, Relay, Waga, Fatagan. Extract taken from the Necronomicon. The High Priest. The call cannot be made without a guide. The guide does not have to see or hear. He is fully committed to the cause of the great old one that he serves. He will find the oracle. He will pursue the truth seeker. He will neither reveal nor explain. He will observe. And when the stars align and the day of awakening arrives, he will take his place and lead the call. Ugh. Oh, it's Bradley. What's up, bro?
How are you, Bradley?
Ah, it's you, Pierce. I'm
Let's
just
go to the
worried
store,
about
BRB. No,
Marie.
no problem. Take
I
your time.
mean, Dr. Colden. Have you had any news?
I'm so sorry, Bradley. I could do nothing to save her.
What do you mean?
Oh, thank you so much, nobody, for the
What
bits. I
happened?
appreciate it.
I'm not sure what happened. But I found her body.
Thank you so much. So grateful.
You sure that you've got nothing to do with it? If she hadn't tried to help you, she might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Truly.
It's that slug, Fuller. I swear I'll shoot him. What do you say, Pierce? Are you with me?
Oh, we're gonna do it.
Have no fear, Bradley. Dr. Fuller will not escape the clutches of destiny for long.
We're doing it.
Sooner or later, he will be judged for what he has done. You just need to have faith.
What are you talking about? What's this story of destiny? No, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna wait for some mystical intervention. I'll take care of him. Myself.
We must do something for those who are still alive, Bradley. Sarah is still in danger.
Yeah, we are going to continue playing this game as if we are going off the deep end.
Otherwise,
we're going to go off the deep end. So, I'm committed. We are going to get
voice of reason.
Crazy. Voice of reason? No, we are the voice of insanity. We're in the voice of enlightenment. Bring it on, buddy. We are bringing the storm of truth, the storm of revelations.
Was Sarah Hawkins telling the truth?
You can reconstruct in here?
What kind of ritual was she preparing? Was the painting of the Shambler displayed here? Mrs. Hawkins never told me why she was in possession of the Necronomicon. She was trying to send back the Shambler. Knowing Mrs. Hawkins, I bet she was willing to fight. Charles Hawkins was ready to do anything to protect his wife.
Yeah. So they tried to send the Shambler back. And that's how we have this scene here. Well, this is where we get attacked by the cultist. The very first cultist that we found. Okay. Oh, they repaired this. Nice. The place looks a heck of a lot better. Alright, we'll question Hawkins in a bit. We're just, searching. Did we get anything for that, by the way? Yep, Sarah Hawkins' ritual is a Necronomicon endowed with its own conscience. While investigating the Hawkins mansion, Pierce came to contact with a residual image of the lost book. The work is so powerful that even the memory of it is enough for the detective to lose some sanity. Pierce is not the only person to have read it, as he suspected Sarah Hawkins also studied it. Oh no, we are going straight off the deep end. We are going to end this game fully. The failed incantation. We are going to end this game with pretty much no sanity, is my guess. Because that's the direction that we're headed, with how much stuff that we're encountering.
Damn it. The entrance to the tunnel has been buried following the cave-in. But at least I didn't dream it.
Okay, so we can confirm that we suffered at the hands of that cave-in, and... So what, like we should be dead? Is that like we're getting at? Like we should be dead? No, don't drink.
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Well, you know.
Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
Don't give me that side eye. Get out of there, buddy. You see that? How rude.
You seem different.
Yes.
When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong, so ancient, enticing, dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce, but I can't come back to Boston with you.
There's a cult on Darkwater.
I saw everything. The tunnels under your house, the rituals, the secret society. I must get you out of its reach.
I know how dangerous they can be to me. But first, there's the Wanderer. I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No. You're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
Ooh, we're gonna do it.
You can't give up, even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thank you.
Still, I won't let you go.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right. I'll help you.
We're getting crazy. We're going off the deep end, saying all Cthulhu stuff. Cthulhu, Cthulhu. He's a big boy for me and
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins. That imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
Aha!
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe.
Dimensional Shambler?
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently.
He sold the dagger to Sanders.
Dagger with a strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger. But I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back.
No, we don't have valid sand requirements. No, we can't speak all of them. Ah. Bruh. Why can't I speak it? Oh, okay. You have two opportunities to get this one. One right before receiving the drawing of the bust, and one right after giving Algernon the amulet. If you don't have enough sanity to get it the first time, finding the amulet will drop your sanity one last time. So don't despair if the option isn't available in Chapter 9 when you first see it, as you'll have one last opportunity.
A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes,
So
I do have a solution.
We're not
I think I
fully
can
out.
destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Hrie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel
Finding
very
the
ancient
amulet.
forces. Much more effective than your Colt.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions.
Okay, we need that
and an
amulet.
elder sign
That should
at its
drop our
center.
sanity enough.
A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief, Charles, has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Sketch of the bust. Wrong bust. Secondary objectives, find the bust. Main objective, find the amulet. Maybe this one's up by the, maybe I did this in the wrong order. Maybe the bust is all the way up here. Or not. I guess. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe there's a bust in here. That's got to be it, right? Yeah, there we go. The sketch must guide me to the artifact concealed by concealed Charles Hawkins. Or have I already seen it? Find the still life. Was that up here? No. Where? Oh, there you are. Sanity drop.
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
The amulet is engraved with the Elder Sign. Drake calls it the key of... like, what? Ryla? He firmly believes that the artifact is... Oh, no! Oh, God! What is happening? Occultism progression. We love it. We love our occultism. One more in strength. One more in strength. Sanity. We are psychotic. You have been marked as psychotic. Yes. The key. The key. Go to him, go to him, go to him, go to him, go to him. Show him the amulet.
Ah, it's you again.
What? I still don't have enough? What does this mean? Bruh. Why?
That's all I wanted to know.
All in good...
See if there's anything I left in here. Let's see, I just don't understand why it's not unlocking. What's the language called? What's it called? Sanity. We are psychotic. We should be able to do it, bro. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe I'm not supposed to get it in this chapter? Maybe that's the thing? Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Chapter 9 with Algernon Drake. This option triggers after talking to Sarah, where the next objective is to talk to Algernon. Note, you have 2 opportunities to get this one right before receiving the drawing in the bust, and one right after giving Algernon the amulet. If you don't have enough sand drop to get it the first time, finding the amulet will drop your sand one last time. I mean, I said it once, so let's see here. We have one with Sarah Hawkins, one with Officer Bradley, one with Sarah Hawkins, one with Algernon Drake. Then we have one with Leviathan. There's going to be 3 additional opportunities. So 1, 2, 3, and then one last with Sarah Hawkins. That's 9. So, okay, so we already got that one. That's why it's not unlocking, and that's why I'm looking like I'm crazy. It's because we already did it. It's a duplicate. There's 9 options in total for the game. And the first 4 in this chapter, and then there's a 5th one that comes up later, followed by an additional 4 that precede that. So we already did it. That's why. We have the valid sand requirements. We've already said it.
I think I found what we're looking for.
Dumb.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
Now what we gotta do? We have a boy. Let's do psychology.
It's you again.
That's all I want.
All in.
So now what, we go to Sarah? Yep. We're not the deep end, baby.
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand. I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Yes. Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with that.
You sure? All right.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great policeman.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
You bet I will.
More sober than Zadok Allen. We never took a drink, and there'll be no more drinking options. So we got that achievement. It's fun. With the help of Algernon Drake, Pierce has obtained an amulet that is supposed to protect Sarah Hawkins against the evil powers that covet her. The painter told him of her desire to track and kill the dimensional shambler in order to atone for her sins. Before Pierce could stop her, he was arrested by the police. Spooky police station. Big scary stuff.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
Have you?
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival.
No. That did not happen.
Entering private property twice.
It's fair.
Aggression.
Yes.
Insulting behavior.
We did that.
And to top it all, arson.
That we did not do.
Listen, in my line of business, we are obliged to overstep certain limits.
We're not just talking about illegal surveillance. You were being accused of serious crimes.
There's nothing serious in what you've said. And you've got no proof that I started the fire.
Don't you worry. I'll find some.
You're going to waste time and effort on me, while terrible things are happening on this island.
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
Fuller isn't as innocent as he looks.
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings. Dr. Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession. It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
Yep.
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything.
Sure.
It would be as unpleasant for you as it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
That means beating
Good
me.
night, Mr. Pierce.
That means they're gonna beat me. Good night. Have a good time. It was nice knowing you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Adios.
Mr. Pierce, the truth seeker.
We have found him.
We meet at last.
Who's there?
Uh-oh. We're drowning! Uh-oh.
I am the one men named Leviathan. Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human. Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence.
You will not be able to speak or escape my influence. Submit. We're gonna submit.
Excellent. Your mind has begun to expand.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your dreams have been gently shepherded by the being they call the Oracle. But it is your curiosity and your fate that have led you up to this moment. You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom.
Does it now?
This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare characteristics, cannot refuse. The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth, the closer you will come to embrace his power. Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her?
Yes. Yes, we would.
Where is the Oracle? Is she not the very object of your quest?
She is.
I'll let you see for yourself. But do not forget, your fate has already been written. Our paths shall cross again, Truth Seeker.
Nice, we did it.
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the Dimensional Shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The Shambler! I knew it!
No! Not again!
Game saved. Find Drake.
Algernon, come back!
We are playing as Sarah presently. I'm thinking we may. Let's push just a little bit forward.
Where is Algernon? And the Shambler?
Where's the bootleggers?
No way back.
No, this is it.
How many are there?
Dying. He will be dying.
You can't leave us!
Sorry, old friend, but it's either you or me.
No! What are you... No! Open! Open up! Open this door! It's here.
Shambler.
The beast is within our reach.
Are you sure you want to do it?
Let's go.
Quickly, come with me!
How do we kill it?
The Shambler can open breaches between dimensions. He uses glyphs as anchors to stay in our world.
Then I must destroy these glyphs.
Exactly.
How can I find them?
I will make the glyphs visible so you can revoke them. By doing so, this zone will be protected by a barrier.
Perfect. Stay inside the shield.
I'll create the protective barrier. Get back inside it as soon as you sense the slightest danger. He's getting stronger and more aggressive. If he catches up with you, try... The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Yes, the fun of the glyphs. Okay, so...
Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
That's the first glyph up here.
The glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no. The Wanderer is back. The glyph is The second symbol has been revealed. You know what you have to do, Sarah.
Ooh, buddy. All right.
The second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on.
There.
The Shambler is trying to anticipate our actions.
Potentially.
The symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
That is what I'm doing.
He's getting stronger and more aggressive. If he catches up with you, try blinding him.
Bye-bye, buddy.
Now is when matters get complicated. I must breach the barrier to ward off the creature. You have to lure it in front of me, Sarah. Do you understand? Once it goes after you, I need you to guide it towards me.
Okay, so that next one's just right up there. Okay, we can do this. we are topped off. Let's do it.
Release me now! Algernon!
Done! Quickly! Bring him towards me! It's over.
Do you hear something? I can hear him. He calls me.
Sarah! No!
Algernon, my old friend. It's too late.
You must resist! Please, don't!
Good stuff. Alright, Chapter 11. Darkwater Police Station. Sarah Hawkins, together with Algernon Drake, managed to permanently drive the Dimensional Shambler back at the end of a fierce battle. However, this feat of strength cost her what was left of her self-awareness. She has succumbed to the call of the myth, the call of Cthulhu. I think this is going to be a great spot to end it for the day, so we're going to let the game, we're going to let this initial
Why did she do it?
cutscene play out, and
Damn
then we'll call it good. Once we are in full control.
Did our guest enjoy our hospitality?
Let me out of here.
I'm warning you, Pierce. I want a short and clear-cut confession. Do you admit your guilt in the case brought before you?
You don't have any idea what's happening on this damn island.
Chief West, we got a problem.
Damn it, not now. What is it this time?
Captain Fitzroy, Chief. Some guys have ransacked Roy's bar. They went berserk, attacked the patrons, smashed the place up. It's chaos.
This is only the beginning. Let me out.
Let's go take a look. Tell Sullivan and Marshall to keep this one nice and warm till I get back.
Are you stupid? Don't you understand? Those goddamn idiots.
Okay. And that's where we'll go ahead and save it. Well, if we have to get played back through that, I think we'll be fine. But man, that was what a great stream. What a great day. We got through a lot of progress. We went through chapters 6 through 11. 5 chapters of progress just today alone, which is good. We got 3 additional chapters on top of this. There's 14 in total. So we're getting very close to the game. I think we'll be beating it pretty closely here. So that means we'll get closer and closer to starting Baldur's Gate 3, which is going to be a lot of fun. So we'll go ahead and pick back up here next time we stream, which should be next week. So yeah, I'll see you around and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for the bits today, nobody. I appreciate it. And hope you guys all have a great rest of your day.